This week's show is brought to you by Venice Beach Beverage. Try their delicious line of ginger teas with 100% daily vitamins in every can. And make sure you try my favorite, Black Cherry. Visit them online at venicebeachbeverage.com.
Eat more pan. This week's episode is also brought to you in part by George Lopez's Chingon Bakery. Make sure to check them out on Instagram at Chingon Bakery and online at chingonbakery.com. They ship worldwide straight from Oxnard, California.
This episode is intended for mature audiences only. Listener discretion is advised. Hey y'all, we're back on this frequency to give you the latest and greatest. 'Tis the season to be jolly.
Where did that even come from? That's like a 1992 thing.
Is it? Like a something, is it like Missy Elliott? That's what I thought of.
I don't even know. It's not like you can Google sounds, right? You can't tell Google, hey Google.
You can.
What?
Yes. Get the Google app.
Are you being serious right now?
I kid you not, and I wish you could, like, for time's sake, we're not going to do it, but on your spare time, download the Google app, and you can hum a song, and it'll tell you what song is playing, what song you're humming.
Wow, I'm impressed right now.
Yeah, it's, like, the best thing that's ever happened.
The internet wins again.
It always does. You can do a bunch of cool shit on the Google app, and you can also do, like, you can take a picture of, like, let's say you're trying to find out what kind of Christmas tree that is, and you'll take a picture of it and I'll tell you what it is.
Can Google tell me when I'm sad, though?
Probably, I don't know. You know, emotional intelligence and AI and all of these things. I don't know.
EAI, Emotional Artificial Intelligence.
There it is. And if you hear me shushing and, what is it, hemming and hawing?
Oh my God, no!
But shushing and shashing. It's because the fucking cat is over here clawing the couches.
Oh.
Which we'll get into in a second. We're recording from
Live
from Natalie's apartment.
the Motor residence.
Yes.
By request, because you are enthusiastic about Christmas.
Uh-huh.
And on the Instagrams, I saw your Christmas tree.
Uh-huh.
And your little get up. And I was like, you know what? Let's go record there. I think this is our first time here, no?
Recording here. Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amen.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our humble home. And I'm actually really excited that we did get to do this here because moment of love, I just got new couches. We ordered them 2 months ago and they finally came in and they're great. How do you feel?
I'm going to spend the night here tonight on the couches.
It's great. It's like bigger than a regular bed, I feel.
I sleep on a twin bed on crates. So yes, this is luxurious for me.
Yeah, so come over anytime. You're always welcome on my couch. But so let's do some. So that was my moment of love, clearly. You have a moment of love you want to share?
I do, and I just learned it moments ago that I had a moment of love. It's with my kids, of course, right?
I love it.
Yeah, they all had, so I call them the twinsies, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. My first two, they're close together in age, and then the youngest, of course, is Mia. She was kind of a lone ranger with me, but they're respectful kids, okay?
Yeah.
The one that's been least disciplined or has had any kind of,
Altercations.
Yeah.
Disciplinary
it's the little one.
Of course.
She's, good to go. But we had a disagreement this week.
Uh-oh.
And we really had a strong disagreement. And I think we kind of just laid low from each other for a couple of days.
Oh, shit. That's
Which
awkward.
it was awkward. But on that third day, she stopped me and said, I think we need a hug. And she's not an affectionate person. So, oh my God, it was such a, I need more hugs in my life. But it was so beautiful to have my kid like come to me and be like, we need a hug. Let's hug this out. So that was my moment of love. I felt a lot of love.
I am shocked right now. I am shocked that it's rare that you hear, and I don't know, maybe this is my personal experience, is that I never went to my mom like to say, hey mom, we need to hug it out. So to hear that, it's like, wow, a kid did that?
Yeah.
Good for you. I like that. You know what? Or it's like you're always saying, the generation is improving.
Yep.
I love that a lot.
Yep.
Aw, I want Mia to give me a hug. The fuck?
She won't.
Yeah,
It has to really come from her being and her soul to want to give you a hug. So
Yeah.
that's why I think it meant more too.
And especially because you guys just had this disagreement. Well, good for you.
Yeah.
So, my moment of rage real quick is, your girl's unemployed. I'm gonna need all your asses that aren't working to go get a job because I'm trying to collect my unemployment and unemployment's busy calling all of you and not calling me and I ain't getting paid. So I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor, go on Indeed, get your ass a job, then go to primaveracolorlimon.com, buy a bundle from me or a plant because your girl out here like, what the fuck? But also I'm trying to get a job, so I mean I get it. I get it all around. I get it. But yeah, this whole unemployment thing is like a real pain in the ass. It's been 2 months and I've crickets. They had me certifying the shit out of the fucking website though. Did you look for a job? Well, when? Well, how many? They can go fuck off. Just pay me.
Did you make money on the side?
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Yes. They want all this information, but they're not paying my way. So hopefully that gets situated.
It will in due time. I don't think I didn't necessarily have a moment of like superior rage.
Yeah.
Maybe just a moment of sadness and disappointment. I went to my kid's game today. She had a basketball game. She did a great performance. And the father of my children goes to the games. We don't talk. We don't sit next to each other. We don't acknowledge one another. And that's how it's always been, and it's fine, right?
Just work that way.
I'm sure. Yes. I hate saying sure. But I don't know, there was just this kind of like, this is disappointing that as two human beings, we've not been able to, find a way to civilly be at peace for ourselves and for our kids,
Yeah.
that's important. But yeah, that kind of just disappointed me and made me sad, and I was like, man. So I still have some work to do there. But outside of that, progress is good. Life's good.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people can probably relate to that situation. I know my mom, she can't stand seeing my dad anywhere on a photo, talked about anywhere with anyone. She just can't. But yeah, I don't know. What if? I always tell her, like, Mom, you don't have to be upset. You can just let it go. That's for anyone in any side.
Okay, so then watch this. You're 100% right. You can let it go.
Yeah.
And before we started this podcast in our pre-production meeting, I told you.
Yeah.
It's not even that I'm mad at him.
Yeah.
I'm mad at myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell did you do?
Right.
And I think ultimately I just haven't forgiven myself yet. One day.
Forgive yourself, girl. Sooner rather than later, I hope. Because, if you decide that you want to sit in front or behind or next to the father of your children, then without it being a thing, then you're going to be at peace and you're going to be able to sleep at night. And if that's killing him, then he has to do some work, right? But everyone for themselves on that on that end. But moving along, like I mentioned, did I mention earlier? 'Tis the season.
Tis the season.
Tis the season. We are on this holiday craze as we usually are in the months of November and December. I wanted to talk about the Christmas burden. Penelope! Sorry, I just had to share with you guys that the cat is still being a piece of shit back there.
And I feel like we could have an entire episode on how to prevent your cat from destroying your couches.
That'll be the next one because here I am now banging on the wall so that Changuita or Penelope or whoever cat is back here to stop doing whatever they're doing.
No one's going to see the back of your couch, so just let her do it.
What if I move and then the back of the couch is exposed?
By a table.
Oh, okay. Okay, make me feel better. Okay, so the Christmas burden, and I was telling you, Rickie, that it's the gifts that we spend money on, but that's not it. It's the Christmas outfits, it's the holiday dinners, it's the Christmas decor, so on and so forth. So I wanted to ask you, have you partaken in any holiday events so far?
No.
Neither have I, which is kind of strange because I think by now I would have attended a few.
But it doesn't mean that they're not coming up. Like we have yeah. Because is this the first week of December? It is, right?
It's like the second week.
I don't even know.
I
Jesus.
think we're 2 weeks
It's the 10th. Oh my God. Jesus. No, so I think in this next week we have a few things coming up, holiday parties. Oh, we've worked holiday parties.
Okay.
We've been hired to do holiday parties, but attend a holiday party, that's going to be in the next couple of weeks that we have a few of them lined up.
And so from these holiday parties that you've attended, and you're the one coordinating or being a part of this event, right? What do you see going on as far as like entertainment? What is the company or the person providing for their guests?
The one we did last weekend for the Beverly Hills Hospital, they had a full band, which was great. They had, we did the music, the DJ, we had DJ Selectra. Mm-hmm. They had a comedian, he was hilarious. And they had a ton of giveaways. A lot of, funny enough, because it was the first time that they've had a holiday party since COVID, because they hadn't, been able to get together or do any of that. So and because it's in the medical industry, they gave a lot of props to all of the nurses and the doctors and everybody and their mother. So a lot of their gifts were like massages. Ooh. Or spa type thing, or, just like wellness stuff. Uh-huh. And then a big ass TV. Huh. Yep. So that's kind of, they were very generous, and a delicious meal in a beautiful venue. So, the typical, I think.
First of all, I hope someone won that big TV, and I hope the big TV went to a great home. Oh, but these are things these are all material things that, they cost money, and this was a hospital, so I'm sure they have more than enough in their budget to cover things like this. Last year or the year before, not the most recent company that I worked for, but the one prior, our company decided, well, you know what? This year we just acquired a bank. So everyone, you're going to have a potluck. Everyone bring your own shit. Mm. And then it was, you're going to do a Secret Santa. And the limit is like $25. So the company didn't provide anything for us. And then I hear, the managers are all going to go to some expensive restaurant in Costa Mesa. Okay. And it's like, oh, thanks, dirtbags.
You had me, I was kind of understanding if they couldn't afford anything, but the manager thing, okay.
And I get it, the manager thing, but don't come do it in my face. So I'm kind of salty about that. So I thought I'd bring it up because clearly I haven't healed from that. But I wanted to bring up that, changing gears a little bit to a little more personal, or down from the corporate into household and family level, the average U.S. household spends an average of $1,500 during the Christmas holidays. It dropped, I think, about...
On what?
I don't
Like
On gifts.
Okay.
And then this is on gifts only. And this does not include gift cards. So gift cards was actually an average amount of $511. And this is in 2018. And actually, you would think that the pandemic would have made a significant negative impact. It increased. And I actually didn't get those numbers, but it went up. So people are actually spending more, even more now. And on average, 17% of Americans spend about $200 per child that they have.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
So I wanted to ask you, and not to expose your expenses or any other years that you might like, what would you spend and what do you spend on for your kids? If you don't mind me asking.
I gotta think about this one a little bit because I can't even remember what I got them last year. But usually my gifts are like it's a little bit of something that they need, and then something cool that they need. I'm gonna text my kids right now and be like, what did I get you guys for Christmas last year? Yeah. What I do remember is this, right? Oh God, this is terrible. So this is like a reoccurring subject. As a single mother, I couldn't always get them what I wanted to get them.
Right.
So I would always get like, oh geez, like mad or irritated when they would have Christmas with their dad and they would get all the nice things over there, like all the luxurious name brand things. And
Right.
not that I would have gotten them those things because I'm not that
Mom.
or materialistic. Like when it comes to, like I said,
Giving.
brand names or things like, yeah, that's not how I roll. But I always felt like I just could not compare and I couldn't with the gift giving. So my approach with gifts is like, and this goes for birthdays too, it's more about experiences. So I like to, like if I know one of my kids likes a particular artist, all right, well, I'm going to buy you concert tickets and we're going to go have a little trip and go experience this concert together or this artist or whatever. So things like that.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what I even got them last year. But it's I'm going to ask them because I'm curious now.
And I'm curious to know if they actually remember what they got from you for Christmas. Because I can't even remember what I got yesterday.
That's what I'm saying.
Or what I did. Which kind of proves the point here in when it comes to gift giving during the holidays, rarely are they memorable. And not that yours wouldn't be memorable or important or relevant, but that's how much value there is in gift giving these days, just in general. You know, a lot of the times, and I know just out of the repeat gift that I get is I get socks. I get some lotion that'll probably sit in underneath my sink for a long time. A candle, which I do put to good use, so those I do appreciate. But other than that, like they're rarely, and you would think like, because you're mentioning material things, you would think that those are the things like, oh yeah, you know, this one year I got these really cool shoes, or which actually now I'm remembering, one year I got some really cool shoes. So it is sometimes the little things, but not all the time. Do you see how long it took me to even think about that?
Yeah. I did not budget to purchase my kids anything for Christmas this year. For none of them. I don't, my mind is not there where I'm thinking about, you know, what I'm going to buy for people right now. I think just the headspace that I'm at doesn't lend itself. It's more focused on how much time do I have and how much time can I spend with some very important people that have been absent, that I've been absent with. I love my mom's house and how we decorate for Christmas. It's like my favorite thing in the world. I love it. So for me, it's every day. Every day that I wake up and I see the tree and the reds and the greens and the whites and the golds and all of these elements,
Yeah.
I feel good and it makes me happy. And when we cook together, so I don't know. I guess that to me is what I'm giving my immediate family is my
Your
time
presence?
and my presence and love, affection, engagement,
Yeah.
conversation. That's what I want. That's what I want for Christmas.
Yeah, and I think that, and I'm really glad that you brought that up because in our next episode we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into our Christmas traditions, what we love, and all of that. But that's definitely something that's really front and center and should be important for the holidays, and we completely forget about it by only highlighting the wish list, the Christmas wish list, the experience we want to have for Christmas, and not in the way that you're mentioning, but what I see is, we're going on this nice little vacation here in the Hawaiis or the whatever it is, and now I'm just going to be on social media there all day. Or I'm going to take a picture in front of my Christmas tree and show all of you my whole living room setup because this is what my Christmas looks like. But, like, what is it? And maybe this is more private and a lot of people don't get to share this on social media, but it is those things that you just mentioned. Being present, having conversations, cooking dinner together, wrapping Christmas presents together.
Like, for instance, one of my favorite things to do is, and one of my favorite scenes, last year when we decorated the studio for Christmas. I loved it. And I loved when we did our live streams because you could feel like the Christmas, the holiday energy, the love, right?
Yeah.
That's what I love and that's what I enjoy. From the studio to the house, it's being in that environment where everything is green. I love vegetation and I love the idea that it smells like pine cones and
And
pine.
it's warm. It's like it's a really warm feeling. It's homey.
I love that.
And it feels like family. You had mentioned your budget. You didn't budget this year. I think that's where a lot of people might really also be missing it, is that we don't tend to think about Christmas until Christmas week or, the month of, and we don't set up a budget and we end up overspending on things that we shouldn't be overspending on. Especially with a lot of us that, like, let's be honest, I don't think that a lot of us are thriving in ways that we should be, and so we tend to put presents on a credit card, or now we have this karma thing.
There's so much pressure.
Yeah.
There's so much freaking pressure. That's why for me, like, I have no fucks left about it. The pressure is so much about don't forget this person, don't forget that person. Remember what this person did for you, and they got you this time. And it's like there's way too many people. This is impossible. I'm just not like that's it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're absolutely right. The pressure is tremendous, and it's the amount of people that you have to give and what type of gift you give also. And that I realized too is just like, you know what, I'm tired of spending for, and this was me a couple years ago, for miscellaneous people and buying a random ass fucking gift. I'm just not going to buy a gift altogether and let that be that, because I enjoy my money being spent somewhere else and they enjoy not having a useless gift as well, is my thought process. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with that. Both of my Geminis do not remember what I got them for Christmas last year. And Alina did remember what I got her for Christmas. She had this beautiful hat that I got her.
Oh, and she's a Pisces, so she would. I think if I asked my sister or Mike what they got for Christmas last year, they would probably remember.
And Alina will cherish everything you give her and wear it and love it. And she's I do love her for that.
Yeah. I can relate with my other people over there. I was gonna mention something. What were we saying? Burdens. So obviously this year has been really life-changing for you. And so what about prior years? who was on your Christmas list, and what would you typically gift to people?
Damn, who's on my Christmas list?
Yeah, like your for sure people that you're gonna give a gift to. At least.
At least. So I guess besides my, who did I give to last year? You know why? This is obnoxious because the first thing that I thought about was what do you call it? The Secret Santas and all.
Oh, yeah.
Those are I gave to some random person, God knows what. Mm-hmm. But my mom. I always give my mom something. I don't think I get my dad anything. But possibly because we don't usually. Actually, I don't remember the last Christmas I spent with my dad. Huh. That's interesting. I don't remember the last Christmas I spent with my dad.
I think we spent the holidays with your dad.
No, so my mom, my kids, the people that I'm closest with, like some friends and stuff like that. But here's the interesting thing. As I'm digesting that I cannot remember the last time I spent Christmas with my dad, I think that my dad used to get a lot of heat because he stopped celebrating holidays.
Good for him.
Right. So he was like, nah, I'm not, meaning birthdays too. He'll hit me up sometimes and be like, 21st or the 22nd? Which day were you born? Yeah. How old are you? But that's okay. So before, I was like, how come you're not going to celebrate? Or how come you're not going to do this, that? Yeah, what an outrage. But I realized that the time that I spend with my dad, every single time I spend with my dad, is like a holiday. It feels like a holiday because every single day, every single moment with him is made to be enjoyed to the fullest every single time. And he makes sure to make you feel that way. So I think that's why I don't ever think about what I didn't get my dad for Christmas or what he didn't get me for Christmas, because it's like Christmas every time we get to hang out.
Yeah.
Damn, that was good.
And it's memorable, appreciated, needed. And I think you hit it right on the nail. It's like you just it feels like a holiday. And that's what holidays should feel like. Yes. Oh togetherness and joy and being in each other's presence and really tuning into that. The present moment, which we've been talking about a lot recently. I think that for the holidays for me have been and this would be like what I hate about the holidays, but also it for me not lately, all my life it's been be at your mom's for half the day. Be at your dad's for the other half the day. Child of divorced parent. Here I am traumatized. And you really end up losing the joy of the holidays and the experience of having your family together and being connected and having conversations and creating memories. Those just don't happen, because the only memories I ever have now of the holidays is now I'm going to this house, now I'm going to that house to quickly collect this gift. You know what I mean?
Okay, so would you say that you said I don't have memories? Oh, you have memories,
right?
But you won't allow yourself to collect memories because you're upset that you're inconvenienced that you have to go from home to home. Right. Which one of my funniest memories was a Thanksgiving a couple of years ago, and my brother, you guys were coming over to the house, you ate and all that, and I was like, why are you guys leaving? And my brother goes, because we gotta go to Natalie's dad's house and then Natalie's mom's house, and he's like, Broken Home, and he started singing that song, and I was cracking up because, technically we come from a broken home too, but and it's not even broken, it just is. That's the,
Well, and I guess it's not that I don't have the memories. It's just that they get overtaken with with the fact that, I don't want to be going back and forth. And so that's been the repeat every year, and the wish and the wanting to be seen and heard. And
let me ask you this. why don't you want to be going back and forth?
Do you want to be going back and forth?
No,
It's Christmas.
what's wrong
I
with-
just want to be home.
But what's wrong with going back and forth if you have 2 homes you're going to?
And that's fair. But also, it's the disappointment of one parent and the guilt that they give to the child, me, of like, oh, now you have to go to your dad's house. Oh, now you're, and then like the guilt trip. Oh, now you have to go. Oh, I understand, Natalie. You have to go to your mom's house. Oh, you have to go to and it's just like, fuck.
Wait,
You know what I mean?
So you never did, hey, this year I'm going to do Christmas I'm going to do the 24th with my dad and the 25th with my mom. Why didn't you just do that?
So now I'm doing that.
Oh, good.
This is like I even think as of last year, I started doing that.
Is that better?
Yeah, actually it is. It is because now, all right, I am fully present. I am just here at this house. You have me for this whole day. But before it wasn't like that because we're a Hispanic household. We celebrate Christmas Eve. There is no Christmas Day. Christmas Day is, I am burnt out. I'm tired. Leave me alone. Go home. You know what I mean? So it wasn't as readily available option as it is now. My parents are a little bit older too, so I told my dad, this year I'm gonna go visit you for Christmas Day. Oh yeah, it's totally fine. So it's different. It is different now.
You know, I did have a difficult time. Like, I would hate when my kids would have to go to their dads, but like, it was what it was. And then one year, we were all living together, and my kids go to their dads, and it was just my mom, my brother, and I. That's it.
No kidding.
No, it was a very quiet Christmas, but I'll never forget, like, it was, my mom made entomatadas.
Ooh.
Oh my God, it was so good. We ate, we drank, we opened gifts, just the 3 of us, and the Christmas, just like the tone of the night was just so romantic. And not romantic, I don't mean romantic like romantic, but I mean like it was very warm. And then
Like it's an intimate
it was
setting.
very intimate.
Just you 3.
And there's a song by Ray, I think his name is La Montage, I can't say his name, Ray, called Radio, I think it's called.
Okay.
And when that song came on, I'm gonna look for the picture because I took a picture of the moment as that song was playing and the lights were low. You could see the moon outside. We had just eaten, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm sad my kids took off, but I have a brother and I have a mom. Like, this is my OG family right here. So no, it was a good night. That was a while ago. I think I'm gonna request that for my mom. Some entomatadas for Christmas. They were so good.
Oh, I'm sure she would. I'm sure she would appreciate that. But yeah, I think we should, if you or me or anyone out there is spending their Christmas worrying about the gifts and the people they have to impress and where they have to show face, we really gotta reflect and think about, do these people actually really matter to me? And if they do matter, is the gift that I'm giving them showing them that they're important to me? Because I think it's quality. We want quality these days. Before I used to really easily like we're, conditioned to because capitalism. I'm just gonna buy this shirt and these socks and this perfume's gonna be perfect and the watch and the purse and the this and the that, all material things, and these are what I'm gonna give these people. But now it's, you know what? Like, let's say, for example, you, Rickie. I know that you value your education and your growth. Now, like, if I were to see you, you know what? I'm gonna get you this Obama book. Or the Michelle Obama book.
You know what?
Or things like that.
Those are
Personal growth.
I would give people books.
Yeah.
Audiobooks. I would definitely do that. But I was just thinking about holiday parties. We have a couple of events tomorrow.
Yeah.
And even though, like I said, I'm not trying to budget nothing for nobody, but that's including myself and the whole capitalism and over purchasing of all, overconsumption, right?
Yeah.
I bought one dress because remember, I threw out
Throughout.
95%. I purged 95% of my wardrobe, so now I'm very limited with what I have. I have a lot of sweats though. Super comfortable in those. But I bought a dress. And I think I told Severe, whoever I was going to do the next show with, listen, I know you saw me in this dress. You're going to see me in this dress for the next 3 months that I have to go to any kind of holiday party or functional thing. And this is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know? Because I don't want to just buy shit because I need to buy shit.
Right.
Because I have a dress.
Right.
You're going to see me in it a lot.
I don't.
I'm going to look cute every time.
Exactly. It's going to be a hit every single time. You know how it looks. You know what to pair it with. You know how your hair is going to be. I love it.
And accepting that, because I had a difficult time at first, and my ego was like, bitch, you ain't going to go out with the same dress again? Like, really? You can't do that? Yeah. And I thought, no, like, I'm making a conscious effort to not spend where I don't absolutely have to.
Right.
Now, that's not to say that I'm not going to go somewhere and see a dress or a blouse and really love it and say, you know what, I do want to get it. Because if it's something I truly desire in that moment, I will get it.
Yeah.
But I'm not buying shit to buy shit.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, no, I agree 1,000% on that one. And really, you know, when it comes down to it, the dress is just the foundation. I mean, if you have a different pair of heels, if you have a different pair of earrings, a different pair of necklaces or bracelets or whatever it is, you change it up. If I can wear a scarf, I don't know.
Yep.
The possibilities are endless. And honestly, I feel like 1,000% of the time people don't really notice.
No,
They actually don't notice.
They don't. Well, I don't know. You're right.
Unless they're really noticing, then that ain't your friend. And they're looky lookers or what is it, looky loos or whatever.
I'm going to try that actually. Meaning this. I'm going to be wearing the same dress every single time. I wonder how long it'll take. So like, let's say I always post it on the Instagrams that I'm wearing the same dress at all. You think people would say something?
No.
Like, oh my God, she's only ever wearing this black and leopard dress, which by the way, I don't like leopard print or any kind of animal print. I had convinced myself of that. I threw that out the window. I said, you know what, leopard print? I'm going to embrace you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try it.
It's fun.
It is fun. And I liked it. And the dress has pockets.
So then your dress is leopard print.
The bottom half.
Okay. Alrighty then. So we'll see you in your leopard print dress.
With pockets.
With pockets. I love that because, you know, it's all about how we can utilize and maximize the garments that we wear. But yeah, cool shit. I love it. I'm here for all of it. You know, more of a minimalistic, purposeful approach. I think we should all do it. I think we should all, I mean, again, I feel like we could beat a dead horse with it. And we continue to say, consume less, be more conscious of what you're spending, how you're spending. And yeah, to, you know, everyone to each their own, and you can do whatever the fuck you want to your money. But honestly, you have to be environmentally conscious and emotionally and mentally conscious too of how that is actually impacting our souls. So with that, is there anything else you want to add to wrap this show up?
Buy yourself a leopard print skirt, dress. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? Where there's people that wear the same dress for weddings and for funerals and for all of the events in between. So I think it works. And I don't know. Yeah. Peace and love. That's all we got. Until next week.
Yay.
Which is going to be Christmas week.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It'll be Christmas week.
No, it's not. Next week is not Christmas week.
Well,
next week is what is next week? The 13th through the 17th. It's the week after that.
Right. So this is when that episode is going to come out. 13th to the 17th.
Opened with that.
You see? So Rickie just gave this whole... For everyone that doesn't already know, we are a week ahead. But Rickie's just tuning into the program. So it'll be Christmas week. And with that, that's a wrap. Increase the peace, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Today's episode was brought to you by Chingom Bakery and Venice Beach Beverage. If you have any topic ideas you want us to cover, don't forget to email those to onthisfrequency@gmail.com. Today's episode was produced by Juicebox Bartley and Big Brother Jake. We drop a new episode every Wednesday wherever you listen to podcasts. Make sure you follow us on the grams at On This Frequency. How can you support us, you ask? Well, go to buymeacoffee.com/On This Frequency and you can donate some coffee funds there. And for those Apple listeners, leave us a review. They're incredibly helpful and we'll be sharing them in our upcoming episodes. So from Natalie and I, remember to be kind to one another, kick some ass, and remember to celebrate every day because every day is your birthday.